Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Jeff. I'm a full-time reseller. I'm an aspiring YouTuber. On the video, we're going to look at what sold. We're going to talk about a really cool sale. You saw me pick this item up at an estate sale last month. You saw me turn down a $100 offer on this. And we're going to see what it sold for. We're going to also talk about customer retention. I'm going to read an email. I think we're going to start right here so I can get this out of the way. Customer retention. What are the two most important things that you can do to, well, I'm sure there's probably more, but these are the two most important reasons that kind of popped into my head. And some of these are common sense, but I think it's worth repeating. I think it's easy to get stuck, doing the same thing day in and day out. And, sometimes we don't always put the customers first, but sometimes, you're in a heated argument or you're in a heated email exchange. And the best thing you can do is type out that email, walk away. Think about it for a bit and come back. Now, the email that I'm going to share with you, it is a positive email. And I just spoke about this the other day. I had sold what was it? It was some sort of media. It was something that could be combined so it could be combined with other media type products and shipped media mail. And this particular customer, she bought an item, and then I told her, you could check out my other store and I can do free shipping on any other media. And she ended up buying some other books and cassettes and a hat. So I can't combine those, and we kind of went back and forth. It was a little awkward for a bit, and I basically told her that don't worry about it. And she didn't pay for a couple of days, so that made it a little more awkward. But then she did pay, and she actually offered to pay the difference, and I'm like, it's okay, I'll take care of it. And then something else happened. So I thought the matter was done. Like, I thought I had did everything, take care of that matter. And then she messages me today because apparently another glitch was happening in the eBay messaging system, that she ended up getting some of the early email exchange that we had today, 2 days after. So she thought I was asking for more money for the shipping and handling, and I wasn't, because the matter that was already resolved. We got it cleared up. I'm like, disregard that. I don't know what's going on. That's old news. And I'm like, she had mentioned that she has a daughter. It was her daughter. Those were gifts for her daughter. I even threw this little Winnie the Pooh plush in there. I let her know. I'm like, hey, don't worry about that. We've got this item has already been shipped out. And I just wanted you to know that I actually included a little bonus plush in there for your daughter. Upon hearing that, this is the email that she wrote me today. I will definitely go through both your stores, as I've just started her birthday shopping for August. If you have any Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, Toy Story, comic books, or illustrated books, I have all of that. And she's into SpongeBob, obviously, and movies, DVDs, Disney stuff. I appreciate you being so cool. I don't skip on shipping or try to lowball. If you have anything else along these lines, message me in the listing. And you have very unique, cool things I even like. And being a seller, I know how difficult things have been just using eBay as a selling platform. Thank you, kind eBayer. Now, I love hearing things like that. Obviously, I get told this all the time about how people, they go through my stores and they just tell me that I have the coolest stuff in there. There's a segue in this that I want to get to. So I'm writing the word segue down to remind me. Let's see if it works. So I don't know what's going on with this. All right. So where was I? Having awesome stuff, having awesome products that people like, superior customer service. You do those two things, You can do so many other things wrong and it'll make up for it. You do those two things, and let's say the item gets damaged in transit. You know, they're probably going to overlook it because you're probably going to go above and beyond. If you have superior customer service, you're probably going to go above and beyond to make it right. And they're going to remember it and they're going to come back. So I turned an awkward situation most likely into a returning customer. I mean, she's already a repeat buyer from me. And when she was offering to send me the money via PayPal for the extra shipping, I knew she was a good one. Because not all buyers are like that. And I was like, don't worry about it. How you can repay me is once you get my product, check it out. If you've had a good experience, just come back. So the segue into this is my store having awesome products. Now, I had a good sales day today, but the majority of it was one sale. Now, so my store did 2 sales and I have 4,100 items. And it's all coming back to the promoted listings. Like, it is complete trash that I'm not having more sales. And it's simply because I don't promote that much. Now, promoted listings are gonna hurt a lot of sellers because if you have a really small store, you could probably go days without having sales. And if you don't sell locally like I do, and you don't have 2 eBay stores, so the one eBay store had 4 sales, my wife's store, I had 2 sales. Well, let's talk about, so one of the sales was I'll show you a picture of it because it already shipped today. I did put it up on I took a picture of it and I put it up on the eBay shorts kinds of things. I did like a little video. It was a plush. It was Elliot and Button's envelope, elephant. Super cute. They're literally connected at the nose. That sold for $29. It took up a lot of space. It was kind of a big plush, and when I had recently had an offer for $22, and like a couple weeks back, and I turned that down, and then I actually think this guy made an offer for $22. I don't think it was the same guy. It might have been actually. And then I countered at $29 and he accepted. Now the big sale. So the esoteric book lot, and if I remember, I'll try to link the series in the bio. I ended up being 3 different videos where I bought all these books, not knowing, and this is something that I'm going to talk about. Sorry, I was reading a notification. This is something I'm going to talk about in a future videos. I have an idea for a really interesting video, or maybe a series of videos. But this book right here, Matrix, Valdemar Valerian. Now, I had no idea what this book was. I'd never heard of this author. I enjoy a good conspiracy theory book. I enjoy kind of all that genre, but I had never heard of this guy. And when I got comps on it wasn't easy. This particular book, I believe, was out there for some sold copies, but there were subtle differences in them. And then there were other books that he did, but the common theme is that they all went really, really high. So I listed this for I might have listed it for like almost close to 400. It was some ridiculous number. And then it went into a sale, went into a 10% sale. And then I'm sure I had probably sent a 10% offer, or maybe I didn't list it that high. Maybe it was like 3. I can't even remember. All right, let me look. Here it is. Yeah, it was $400. I had it listed for $400. It was 10% off. Now, a week or two after I listed this, I got an offer for $100. I could have taken it. I was all in for, a couple bucks, if that, to be honest with you, given all the books that I had purchased. And then the next time I went back, I got 3 or 4 milk crates full for free. They just wanted me to take them away. So if you figure the average dollar cost value of all the books that I got, it's just peanuts on the just pennies on the dollar. So I turned down that offer, and I did a short on it that I was like, I got this offer. I was just, keeping you guys in the loop, because I really did suspect that this author, and this is an author that you guys should be checking out for if you're ever in like some old bookshop, or you're ever somewhere where they have books in this genre, check out Valdemar Valerian. Definitely be on the lookout for that. So today I got an offer for $290, and I was like, that's the offer I was looking for, and I accepted it. So because I wasn't so quick to jump on the offer, like, a lot of resellers, they just accept. And sometimes you have to. I'm not faulting them for that. But you also have to know the value of what you have. And if you're not holding out for your bigger ticket items, then you're probably selling your lower dollar stuff really cheap, and then causing yourself just way more work in terms of like the shipping, having to replace that through more sourcing. I don't know. So awesome sale. Like, these are the sales that I live for. The sales that you're surprised. Like, I didn't buy this book knowing how much it was worth. I bought this book based on the knowledge that these kinds of books do hold value. And now I know. I'm building that Rolodex of things to look for. And hopefully that's why you tune into this channel, so you can kind of see. You don't have to go out there and buy the most trendiest of things. You don't have to go out there and buy what everyone else is looking for. There's so many ways to skin a cat in this game. And that's why I'm so passionate about reselling. And I just love it. Another cool story, this X-Men book. Okay, if you know nothing about comics, and I'm sure a lot of you don't, but this must look familiar to you. If you're a fan of pop culture, if you're a fan of music, anybody, Beatles, Abbey Road. This is what they call an homage cover. So, this particular book, X-Men #1, from, I believe, like 2012, 2013, I don't remember the date, holds no real value. But it's got a couple of things going for it. It's got a cool zombie cover. Now, back when this came out, Deadpool was super hot with all the movies, Ryan Reynolds. That dude was just born to play Deadpool. But this has Deadpool, this has zombies, this has an homage cover, and this sold for $21, by the way, and it's a really, really high grade. But here's a funny story about this exact book. Not just this cover, this exact book. The guy who drew this cover, his name's Arthur Arthur Sude, I think, and I've actually met him. He was at Comic-Con here locally pre-COVID. I won't say anything about him, but he purchased this book. I want to think pre-COVID or something like that, and it never made it to him. And it was actually returned, but it was lost for a long time. And then it showed back up in my place. And he, I wasn't able to get back in touch with him, and I believe I had actually just refunded him after it had been lost. But that's not the first time that a creator has just purchased the book from me one time. I have another cool story. Who was that on? This one so this sold for 21 and a half. This one creator purchased the Spider-Man book from me, and he did these really, really so it was the guy who did the cover art on there, and he wanted a discount, and what he offered in exchange was a personal, not he offered to draw me a cover of something. So I had him draw this Moon Knight. I like the character Moon Knight. I think he's pretty interesting. Wasn't that crazy about the show, but there were things about it that was okay. But so yeah, I ended up getting a personalized, drawing from him. I ended up selling it, of course. I mean, that's just who I am. I'm a natural born seller. I can't help myself. So yeah, okay, the offline sales. They happened so fast today. I wasn't even at home for the one. I was out when my wife was home. She took care of it. It was an NHL poster. It wasn't on paper. It was like this. I don't even know what the material is. Some sort of like plasticky, almost like what a table mat, like one of those table mats are. But so like if you spilled something on it, you could just wipe it up and it wouldn't hurt it. It was super cool. I paid $3 for it. Sold it for 25. Not that much. I wanted to get more out of it, but it was. I think I've had it for a while, and I think when I bought it, I wasn't thinking about how long it was and how it would take extra shipping. It was like 33 by 44. And so I'm just like, you know what? And I didn't really have, it wasn't in the same area that I was storing my other posters. So it was always in the way. So sometimes you just want to get rid of stuff like that. So that sold. And then I had 2 tennis rackets that I'm not going to be playing tennis anymore. I think I mentioned that I have like this tennis elbow kind of thing going on. And if I can get that fixed, basically all my time is going to be spent playing guitar, practicing and still trying to learn the instrument. So I'm not going to be risking playing tennis. So I sold a couple of older used Wilson rackets for $35 for the pair. It's beautiful weather out. It didn't take them long to sell. Really just wanted to clear the space out. All right, last couple. Am I missing something here? 1, 2, 3. We'll go through these last 3 real quick. I don't even know what this is. Prime line operator, something, hole spacing. I'm sure I picked this up for 50 cents. Sold it for 15. Nothing exciting, but and plus shipping. Everything, all of my items have shipping, and my shipping is usually on the expensive side. A patch sold for $9 plus shipping. So yeah, and then I accepted an offer for $18 for these WWF old, they're not a set. This is just part of a lot of things that I bought from this guy locally. He had all this like toys and mostly toys, a few comics. Let's see here. So wait, did I properly? I won't talk anymore about promoted listings. I think that's pretty much it for right now. I did want to show you guys. My wife just finished another little painting today. She's just been she's still learning, but she's getting better and better. This is called Ice Castle. It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, and she's doing her first big one. She just started it last night, so interested to see how that goes. But other than that, I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. I really wish I knew how to pause this and kind of restart, because I get on here and I'm just like, and I have a terrible memory, but oh, yes. Okay, I realized something today. And it's regarding promoted listings, but it's when you and I thought about this. It's amazing in this business, like there's always something new to learn. When you delete and sell similar, don't now, okay, so let's say that you run promoted. So I run my promoted listings campaigns normally for like 3 weeks. You can do it however you want, but this is how I do it. So it ends, and then I can adjust the percentage up or down. And I don't really, I don't really go up or down that much. I pretty much just keep it around, but I like to stop it and start it after 3 weeks. I don't know why. I don't really have a reason. I don't leave it just running endlessly, and it works for me. And with this strategy that I'm about to share with you, it actually makes sense. So when you delete something and you sell similar, or when you create a brand new listing, you should always deselect the promoted listings. Always. And here's why. When it's a brand new listing, it's going to get the best possible placement. So if it's getting the best possible placement, why would you need extra promotion? Why give that money to eBay? Right? So if you delete and sell similar every 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I haven't decided what my strategy is now that I have all my listings on my one store fixed and I'm still working on the other one. But let's say you list 10 items today. You should make sure that all of those are deselected for promoted listings. Because if you're running a new promoted listings campaign every 3-4 weeks, it's going to get, if it hasn't sold by the time your current promotion campaign is over, then it's going to get sucked into it anyhow eventually. Right? So I don't want to give any extra money to eBay that I don't have to. And I can't believe I just had this realization like right now. I'm just like, man, you're so stupid sometimes, Jeff. But yeah, I mean so that's my tip for the day. Like, and I think that's a good one, because any money, and I was talking to my wife about the whole promoted listings thing and how I feel it's, eBay is suppressing your listings and I'm, maybe not, suppressing might not be the best word, but they're definitely not going out of their way to allow organic sales. I think they're probably doing everything to make organic sales a thing of the past, which is just gonna hurt so many sellers. It's gonna put a lot of sellers out of business, I think. So what she was saying is, that's good information, Jeff, but how can you work around that? Like, and I don't have an answer for that yet. I'm working on it, and I have some ideas, but we have to collectively put our heads together and kind of find out how can we make the current system work for us so eBay's not taking all of our money. So anyhow, if you like this, please consider liking it, subscribing it, sharing it, however, because the more people we have to be able to bounce ideas back and forth off each other, the more powerful your voice will be, my voice will be in, you know, conquering the world. I don't know, like just, you know, just having fun with reselling, being profitable with reselling. Like reselling used to be like so much fun, like, and it is fun, but there's just something about it right now. There's just something about it that ever since eBay went to the 2% minimum, that I just feel like they're really, really doing everything to suppress organic sales. And that is making what we do even less enjoyable as it can be. So yeah, anyhow, thank you for watching. If you're still here, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. It's you know, I've been on YouTube for 2.5 months. I've got like 75 subs, and I'm thrilled about that. I'm thrilled that 75 people clicked that button. They thought enough about what I'm saying to subscribe, and I just want to say thanks to those people, and thanks to you guys for watching. So have a great night, and I hope your guys' sales are awesome. And I hope that you're having a great time reselling. And yeah, we'll talk soon.